Hi everyone, Dr. Denise Start here. Today we're going to talk about why it is so important to choose an attorney who understands cluster B personality disorders if you are ending a relationship with a person who has emotionally abused you and whose behavior suggests this cluster that we refer to as narcissism. So the narcissist, as you have seen throughout your relationship, one of the things that's very predictable is that the mask that they wear in the world is very different than the one that you see at home. And the reason I say the one that you see at home is that the narcissist never really takes the mask off. And this is a lot of what drives their desperate behaviors, is this fear of, what if I am seen? So there's this constant manipulating, controlling, jumping from relationship to relationship, what I like to call the 3-year pattern that you see with so many of these people in terms of their relationships. So the narcissistic person goes out into the world with this perfect mask. They're composed, they're pleasant, they're powerful, they're successful. A lot of it may be a bunch of bull. It may be these stories that are made up, this facade, or they could have achieved true financial success in their life. When I talk about a successful person, I'm thinking about the whole person. And financial success does not suggest success in life, success in relationships, success in terms of emotional health. So if you have an attorney who understands this cluster of behaviors, who understands that it is very common for this person to walk in and present this very calm veneer after they have terrorized you, threatened you, and so you're walking into the same situation coming from a place of fear, and this person strolls in coming from a place of perceived power. So attorneys who understand this can look beyond it and recognize that what they're seeing in you is not because you are in some way deficient, neurotic, weak, whatever, but what they're seeing in you is the result of years of abuse and trauma. Whether it is diagnosable at the level of post-traumatic stress or not, it doesn't matter. Trauma is trauma. And the narcissist knows how to trigger you in these situations. And if you think of it like a scale, when you are triggered, the narcissistic abuser is calm, cool, and collected. Think of arguments, heated arguments that you may have had over the years, where the person is baiting you and accusing you and threatening you and tearing you down to the point where you finally break down, you're in tears, and then what happens is this person who's been in attack mode predictably steps back. They're so calm, holier than thou, and say, look at you. Look at you. I am really starting to worry about you. And there's the gaslighting. Okay, so my point is that when your attorney understands not only the behaviors of the narcissist, but they understand the impact that this person has had on you, they are much better able to weed through the piles of crap that the narcissist is going to throw into the mix. There could be, when there is, just like when you had arguments, rather than getting to the heart of the argument, rather than finding a solution, you wear yourself out talking it through. You come to a point where it's down to the heart of the issue. What happens? This person is not interested in getting to the heart of the issue. They're interested in keeping the conflict going. So they do this very same thing when you are going through family court litigation, whether it is just simply a divorce or whether it also involves dependent children. So I am going to be working on a a package basically to help train attorneys, and in the very least, a checklist that you can use to go into the attorney and say, what do you think about this? Asking these strategic questions about how they would handle this, that, or the other so that you know that they get it. Many very successful people, type A people, have a lot of narcissism in their personality. That is certainly not to say that they have narcissistic personality disorder. It's just one of the traits and features we see in personalities, where there are a lot of different things that make up the personality. And with successful people, a lot of times we'll see a lot of narcissism. So when you go and look for an attorney, the ones that you are told this woman or this guy is truly a shark. I mean, they just go for the jugular. Maybe this is the person for you. However, if that is their demeanor with you as their client, maybe they're not the person for you. You have been traumatized, you have been powered over for way too long, and the threats that you heard during your relationship still resonate deep within you, in the back of your mind. These threats about, I'll take the children, you will live in a crappy little apartment eating, dog food out of a can. I will ruin your name. I will ruin your reputation. No one will believe you. On and on and on. You and I have both heard those horrific threats. So when you find the courage to finally make the break, this is a pivotal time for you. And you need for your attorney to be someone who walks with you, someone who understands what you're up against and understands that although they may not react to this person in the same way that you do, that it is normal and natural for you to be hypervigilant at times and very triggered, sometimes even by hearing the person's voice, sometimes by having to look at them or to certainly listen to the way that they characterize what did or did not happen, to listen to them on the stand lying, and you know that they're lying, misrepresenting the truth, and there you sit, and it's bringing back patterns of your relationship. So you want to know that your attorney gets it. And so an attorney who is informed in terms of cluster B personalities and personality disorders will approach a case perhaps differently than a person who doesn't understand those things. So I'm going to be working on just a brief download of some questions that you can ask attorneys as you are screening to find the one that's right for you. I'm also going to be doing a resource page of attorneys that I interact with, that I know from different areas around the country, who are victim friendly and who are strong and powerful and do not get drawn into the narcissist's lair. Okay. So if you are at this point and you are breaking away, just because somebody says so-and-so is the best attorney in town, they might not be the best attorney for you. You want someone strong, but you want someone who's going to be a strong advocate for you and to encourage you as you go through what is likely going to be a buckle your seatbelt roller coaster ride until you get to the other side of the family court litigation. Leave me a question or a comment here if you have one. If this is the first time that you're coming to my channel, go back and take a look at narcissistic rage, getting through the divorce process, how narcissistic rage impacts your children. There are lots and lots of videos here, lots of great information. Check out my website. There are links, my Facebook site, lots of information, and I am here for you. I have been where you are, and I'm here to help. So go on and make it a great day, and come back soon.